end this pool play strong, and Pioneers, looking at the map layout, they have just the maps they want to see.
Yeah, starting things off, Strongholds Recharge. Game 2 will be Slayer Streets. Capture the Flag Aquarius Game 3. And if we need Game 4 and 5, the graphics just taken off the screen. But starting things off on Recharge Strongholds, 250 points to win. Clutch, what are the keys to success in this game type?
I really want to see who can control that shock rifle the best. The camo obviously going to be an influential piece here, but I'm more focused on the control, the rotations, the pace of the Pioneers will set the stage for this series. Will Built by Gamers be able to keep up with that pace is the big question as we kick off game 1.
Here we go, game number 1, starting things off with Manny heading towards that C. Stronghold, gets taken down, but Druk is right there to clean up the kill on mine. So a couple kills for each side to start things off here. Boamm and KingJay get one themselves.
So far, so good for Built by Gamers fans, but unfortunately, SoulSnipe's going to swing numbers in his team's advantage momentarily. Multiple members going down on each side in the battle for control. It ensues so far, but so far, you're seeing just a fast-paced game. Everyone on the map has died at least once.
Yeah, good start here for BBG, as you see mines on your screen with that shock rifle. Both Strongholds A and B in the control of BBG, so nice start, initial control going over towards the side of BBG.
You talk about the rivalry between these two teams. Mines, a major part of that rivalry on the side of Built by Gamers, and Mines taking Mines of the Kansas City Pioneers here with the shock rifle so far. He's got so much talent.
Oh my God.
So many people think he's so good. Some people think that he cheats. I don't think so. I think Mines is here to stay in the HCS scene. I think he has a lot of individual skills so far doing work with this shock rifle.
And that trip cap is so deadly in Halo Infinite. Triple cap for BBG. Double kill for Mines, looking for the triple. Barely missing that shot on Taulek, and kills all in favor of BBG right now, as that scoreboard looking good.
The crowd quiet as they were completely removed from the scene early in this game. 169-0. Built by Gamers have started this series off the way they needed to with a significant lead.
On board with Nemassist. He's been having a fantastic weekend so far, a pivotal member of this Built by Gamers team, and he goes pretty far back in the Halo scene, one of the veterans on this roster, a very solid all-around player, but SoulSnipe says, sit down, Nemassist. I'm here, and I am gonna take this win.
A big first kill, a big second kill from SoulSnipe with the plasma stick right there. Unfortunately, though, in the meantime, Mines able to secure camo unscathed, gets away with his life, hops into his stronghold. Now, will he be able to transfer C over? I honestly don't like this play by him to sit in a stronghold with camo. Typically, you don't want to put that icon over your head, but they get C transferred. Unfortunately, they are going to lose B. So even though he rotates towards C, Pioneers now starting to put points on the board. Can they hold this for long is the question.
And we talked about it in one of our earlier series, Clutch. Using the power-ups to get the objective done is very vital, and Mines was able to be successful at B, but not able to take that battery stronghold and goes down paying dearly with his life.
That's what I'm talking about, though, Faisal. If you jump into a stronghold with camo, you are putting an icon over your head. Even though you are invisible, your location is being revealed in some way, somehow. Mines pays for it with his life, and now Pioneers are starting to score some points.
Yeah, finally able to stop the bleeding and get a somewhat of a setup themselves here. Pioneers looking for the crowd to keep them in this one, as they are finally putting together a string right here. A triple cap in favor of Pioneers.
You want to talk about a player to watch for this Pioneers roster? Manny is one of those guys that can pop off for this team so far. Having a mediocre game 1, but it just takes one life for Manny to get going. The grapple being used to go to A. He gets a trade, but his teammate is there to hop into A and potentially help reset that. But no, KingJay actually in A, going to transfer it over for Built by Gamers. So as the game slows down a bit as camo comes up, you're seeing Built by Gamers with momentary control.
Yeah, that fight for camouflage is going to be very important, as you have SoulSnipe on your screen with that shock rifle. Let's see if he can get that kill by the middle. Yes, he does. Trying to stay alive, but Nemassist is hunting him down. He wants that shock rifle as that camouflage has just spawned.
Big kills for Built by Gamers as that camo is coming up. It's going to be Boamm that secures that, and that's the second camo in a row going to Built by Gamers. You saw Pioneers not focus or prioritize power-ups against Sentinels and get punished because of it yesterday. That same mistake is rearing its ugly head here in game 1.
Once again, we're seeing the camo player hop in that stronghold and capture B, as B and C both in favor of BBG. Now looking to collapse on A. You have Druk back, elevator, Nemassist and Boam gonna work together to take him out. They do, and now they should be able to capture that A, but be careful because B is being taken by Taulek.
Need to stay alive there because now Pioneers coming up respawn, look to get into B, and that's a big kill. Once again by Taulek, the main slayer for this squad. Not having the best game as of yet, but still plenty of time to turn that story around. Unfortunately, Nemassist with the double kill with sword. We saw it from Druk's point of view. He picks up the sword ammo, and if he can do more damage, this will continue to snowball as a trip cap ensues for Built by Gamers.
You got to be very careful here if you're Pioneers. This game is getting a little bit too close towards the end point, and that triple cap is so deadly. If you're on the other side, the points just start racking up, and before you know it, the game will be over. But you see Druk trying to capture that battery stronghold, gets that kill from the grave, but they are able to cap, and here we see now Pioneers able to quickly respond and capture A and B.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big moment in game one. It's 60 to 166. Pioneers have momentary control, and they need you now more than ever. Let's hear the crowd get loud for their hometown team, and they want to create this comeback in game one.
Here we go. We got SoulSnipe hopping in C, trying to once again go for that triple kill, and the triple cap, I should say. And here we have it. Pioneers with the trip cap trying to get back into this game.
The KCP chance start. The slaughter is on. The aggression from Pioneers when they are at their best. They play aggressive Halo, and that is what we are seeing to manifest this comeback. And look at this, Basil, the trip cap, it's still underway.
That camouflage just got picked up by SoulSnipe. Let's see how he plays this.
Look at the momentum, it's starting to shift, ladies and gentlemen. SoulSnipe picks up the first power up, but no, BoammX, the biggest kill of the match potentially.
Killing spree for Manny before he goes down. 3 down for BBG. This could be another opportunity to continue the strong setup as Pioneers has crawled their way back into this game. And it's only a 15-point game now.
And look at that, Mines tried to stay alive, but all he did was stagger the respawns of Built by Gamer. Now they're going to have to wait for Mines to come off respawn in order to have a successful push. Look at this, 2 confirmed pipes. Druk gets a kill with the nade, does damage with the nade, and that makes it so easy for Taulek. Look at this, they've taken the lead, Basil.
Pioneers, with the miraculous turn of events, are able to take control of this game. And Clutch, I want to go to an Astro, listen in with Pioneers, and hear what those comps sound like.
Crossing, two crossing. Watch out, right. Nice. There's still something red, just keep doing it. This is good, nothing to do. Guys, we can get red, we can red, Nemassist. Yeah, we can red. There's a guy sneaking at me, I shouldn't have done that. Sneaky wing, KingJay.
Yeah, we're pushing.
He's in C.
Alright, there's guys top red. See guys in C.
Manny, I'm jumping up right now. He's a triple stack.
Watch out stacks. Hey, he's too long.
Hey there, Manny, Manny.
I'm literally sitting here, Manny.
What's up,
We can see Manny.
2 weeks play.
And I'm grappled,
Manny, I'm pushing them. Okay.
I'm
Wait, do we kill Ballad?
Watch me. I'm watching.
One just one day.
And Pioneers, 222 points on the board, just had a trip cap, and you heard the comms there. Very collected, very organized, and they expect to win this game. They've just been dominating the last few minutes here, Clutch.
And as you say that, though, SoulSnipe does pick up camo, but momentary control for Built by Gamers to get A and C control, but that's a very difficult 2 strongholds to continue to try and hold, especially with SoulSnipe behind enemy lines. He's not suspected to be here. That's the first. The second comes through Druk. SoulSnipe doing it all. Hops in the stronghold, 21 to his name, and this is SoulSnipe's game.
SoulSnipe putting on a show, and once again, we're hopping on board with SoulSnipe, the sword in his hands. There's another back-to-back, the killing spree. Everything working right for Pioneers as that trip cap is still here, and the sword still in SoulSnipe's hand.
This is gonna do it. Just 10 points needed for Pioneers to take this one. Built by Gamers have to act fast, and Manny has no intention of letting that happen.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. Game number 1 with the comeback. Pioneers getting this crowd even more hyped up, and you see SoulSnipe stand up after that win and point across the stage. He's letting the members on BBG know they just blew that game 1.
Man, what a game from SoulSnipe. What a moment for KCP to step up. They were down 166 to 30, Faisal. That game was over in my books. Built by Gamers had everything they needed, but you felt momentum shift. And it's incredible to watch. Like, the camo control was completely Built by Gamers' favor up until the one moment they had 4 dead. The crowd started to get into it. The players started to feel the energy. They started to control the map and set the tone from there on out.
And honestly, I feel like that was such an important game to win for BBG. Obviously, we do have, you know, the rest of his best of 5 series, but coming off that game 5 loss to PK, to the Knights, and now, you know, going up,
that's a tough one.
Starting off so strong in game 1 and losing, so you're kind of falling back into those bad habits. If you're a BBG, you have to rebound now in this game number 2. I've said this before in the series, but this is as close to against as a must-win for BBG.
First time on main stage, and you don't want to blow a lead in game 1, I promise you that. Not a significant one like Built by Gamers did. You need to take a deep breath, you need to reset, and you don't have much time to do it. Going into a street slayer, Faisal. When you're in this position, as a new blood, as a young player on the scene, trying to come up, trying to create an upset, what's going through your head?
You just have to brush it off. Literally take it one game at a time. Don't think about how that game 1, some of the things didn't go your way. You just tell your teammates, hey, just reset. Let's go into this game 2 and take it 1 kill at a time, 1 game at a time. And they need to come out in the Street Slayer and control the map, control the rotations, control the spawns, and most importantly, control the power weapons.
Now on the other side of the stage, we saw KCP win game 1 against Sentinels yesterday. The crowd was loud. SoulSnipe was standing up. Manny was smiling across the stage. They didn't win another game in that series. So for Pioneers, this series is not over. Game 1's great, but you play best of 5s in Halo for a reason. The better team will win the series. KCP need to make sure they stay focused here. Game 2's start could determine the winner of this series still here and now.
And we talk about the snowball effect in Halo Infinite, especially in a game type and map like Street Slayer. You want to make sure you have a strong start on either side and continue that momentum throughout the game. Typically, we see the teams that have the strong starts end up winning the game. So I'm really interested to see what the opening starts here for both teams and how they execute off the bat.
Don't forget, these two teams are very familiar with each other. A lot of rivalry between these two. So starting strats, you know these two teams have done their homework, so we'll see what kind of chess pieces are being moved in order to counteract the starting strats. We're hopping on board with SoulSnipe to kick this one off. Who better than the leading Slayer for his team last game? Unfortunately, KingJay shuts him down immediately.
Opening start goes in the favor of Built by Gamers as they pick up 3 kills to Pioneers 1. Rockets in the hands of Nemassist.
I love this. Slow it down. Control the pace if you're Built by Gamers. Do not find yourself playing at an uncomfortable rate that they were towards the end of game 1. A nice, perfect rocket's going to award him with 1 kill. Mines finds a second, and now with numbers, you can look for Built by Gamers to be aggressive.
This is what we talked about. Clutch 6-1. Great start for Built by Gamers. Momentum totally in their favor. Nemassist still with rockets, just holding down positioning.
It's almost eerie how patient Nemassist is being right now. He doesn't want to push with these rockets, doesn't want to give up away a life. And now he's rewarded with a double and a killing spree. 3 dead for Pioneers again, and almost a perfect start to a Street Slayer from Built by Gamers from here on out.
Couldn't have asked for a better series of events if you're a BBG fan, but unfortunately, Nemassist gets caught off guard there and gets taken down as we hop on board with SoulSnipe, able to make his way into this arcade without taking any damage. So a good amount of real estate on the map here for Pioneers, able to start the push as SoulSnipe gets 1. Jay, though, on the other side, picks up a couple to weather the storm.
So it's easy to control the pace when you have rockets and the other team's scared to push you. How can Built by Gamers continue to dictate the pace of game 2 without those power weapons in hand? Rockets are coming up in 20, and already you see KingJay. He's going to slow this down once again. Completely different play styles here between Built by Gamers and Pioneers, and I love this by Built by Gamers. They're starting to find their footing here in this series.
Once again, this player able to make his way
nice shot.
Unseen into arcade. Nice shots by KingJay taking down Taulek. Nemassist right there with him. I'd imagine they're going to fight in tires here to try to clean out this PD court, and players on Pioneers is not able to take the fights in PD court there, and KingJay able to just rotate freely.
So because KingJay wins his one-on-one, he actually gets to push towards PD, like you said, and no one expects it from Pioneers. It's so much free damage that it's allowed Boamm and the rest of the boys to secure rockets, and this lead is starting to continue to get ugly, Faisal. It's up over 12 now.
Yeah, both rockets to start this game in favor of BBG. That is such an important factor in this game type on this map. It's just 3 kills as Boam gets caught off guard. Once again, that P-Street push. Druk is there to pick up a double kill, looking for the triple.
Here comes
Druk putting on a show.
Here comes Druk. You want to talk about players that play at the fastest pace in Infinite? It's Druk that comes top of mind in that category. He leads the charge for Pioneers, and look at how aggressive this team wants to be.
23-13, still in favor of BBG. This is a big game for them. Triple kill for SoulSnipe. 7 kills already. Great start in this game, but Taulek needs to step things up to make sure his team, this lead doesn't get too far away from his team.
They got it within 8. That's big. You want it within 5, going into the 35 kill mark. Can you get it there if you're a Pioneers fan? Is the big question. SoulSnipe not expecting those players to be in PD, and unfortunately, he's surrounded, loses his life. And these kills that are traded like that from Built by Gamers when Pioneers have control are massive for their opportunity here in Game 2.
Couple kills for BBG once again. Only 1 kill for Pioneers, so that lead still comfortable. On board with Manny. Those rockets will be spawning in about 15 seconds, so maybe we'll be able to see Pioneers get the first rockets of the game for themselves. And they have some good positioning. They have BBG trapped in that tram area, and these rockets will be spawning, but 3 members fall for Pioneers, leaving Manny all alone when rockets are just about to spawn.
They're trapped in trim. You cannot go 0 for 3 while trying to push in, especially as rockets are coming up. And now Built by Gamers with another set of rockets. Even if KingJay dies there, he at least uses 1, and that is another win condition removed from the Pioneers' ability to come back in this game.
Still within striking distance, though. Only 8 kills separate both of these teams. You have the Stalker Rifle in the hands of Taulek. It's 3 shots to the dome, and you will get that kill. Couple missed shots there, but able to do enough damage for his teammate to push, get that cleanup. Couple kills go in the favor of Pioneers, and now that's a big push by Boam, able to make his way through B stairs and pick up that kill.
It's a 5-kill game. I said you needed it within 5 before 35. They've done just that, but just like that, KingJay extends it to 6. Good control of the Bulldog shotgun. You know how much damage that can do, and KingJay needs to be smart about him playing his life here. He wants Pioneers to push into this, and that's exactly what they do.
2 members trapped in PD, but able to use some teamwork to get some kills. And once again on the kill feed, it's all BBG as they are extending this lead. Up by 7 right now.
Nemassist having a hell of a game with 13 to his name. He had 11 for a long time. Extended it to 13, but every bit of that is what Built by Gamers will need to punch their ticket to tie this series up 1-1.
Oh, nice shots by Nemassist. Takes down Taulek right there, front of tower. Moving towards PD court once again. Spots a couple players towards PD and in that tires area. Good damage. He has KingJay right there. Not able to clean up that kill, though, inside of PD.
I love how Nemassist just isn't intimidated right now. Look at how controlled his gameplay looks. He's not looking to overstep or give away any free deaths. And just like that, 42-32, it's a 10-kill game. Built by Gamers have extended the lead once again.
Right when it looked like Pioneers was gonna hop back into this game, BBG said no thank you and extends the lead once again. And Nemassist playing so wisely with his life, though. Manny able to spot him on the peak and takes him down. The rockets are on spawn. Druk trying to go for them, but KingJay is there to keep him off the rockets. Let's see who can get these next rockets.
Absolutely, these rockets would be pivotal for Pioneers to try and come back in this game, but I mean, 4 kills, Faisal, that's not even doable, even with a set of rockets. You would need at least 4 in the chamber, and unfortunately, only 2 come now, so 4 kills remain. Built by Gamers starting to pick up the pace, trying to end this one before any amount of comeback can happen, and just 2 kills now needed with Mines getting a double.
2 kills left to go, and BBG will tie the series up. A great response after a tough game 1. A great performance out of this BBG team. 15 kills for Nemassist, 14 for Mines. All around great performances as Taulek gets a kill. SoulSnipe gets another one, so it's not over just yet, Clutch. 48-41.
Mines has definitely slowed his play style down. He hasn't really moved out of tram since. It's an opportunity for Pioneers to maybe get a couple of unanswered kills, make this interesting. Now it's just a 5-kill game, but Nemassist is probably the biggest kill of the game so far. Picks up that crucial 49th, and now just 1 mistake is all Built by Gamers need.
Oh man, this is actually a little bit scary if you're BBG. 49-45. I'd expect them to be able to get at least one trade, but if you're Pioneers and you can try to manage a 4 down, this game will be all tied up at 49 apiece. Obviously, it's a tall task, 49 to 46. Druk gets one, Manny gets one, 49 to 47. Both trying to get the last kill in Arcade, not able to get the kill.
Like
He's weak, near PD, SoulSnipe trying to clean it up. Druk, 49 to 49. This has been a crazy comeback by Pioneers. Taulek looking for the 50th kill, but there, BBG able to clutch up and get that last kill. Clutch. It was 49 to 41, I believe. It was something crazy, and they almost just stole that win.
Oh my God, KingJay comes in and just gets the melee kill. What could have been? The fans would have erupted. This place wouldn't exist anymore. This series would be over. But no, they tie it up. Built by gamers do just enough to get the job done. And they tie this one up, and we're going to a game 3, and I couldn't be more excited to get this one underway because this series, man, is it just waiting to have energy pop in it.
And clutch. BBG was up by a lot in game 1 and ended up blowing the lead and losing. If they somehow lost that game, that not only would say a lot for this series, and for me, it would have said a lot for their entire tournament, and I would have had to question a lot about this team, but thankfully, they shut that down. KingJay comes in the clutch, gets that last kill, and ties the series up 1-1.
Funny you say that because I thought a choke chant was about to start if that game went the other way. No, let's leave that in the past, though. We're going to take a look at the last minute and how intense this was. Look at the score, Basil, 48 to 41. Never has a comeback like this happened at a tournament. Absolutely not. And especially after Nemassist gets that 49th kill. I mean, mine's just so close to taking down Taulek, doesn't get the kill. Nemassist comes in here, finishes it off. You think, hey, we just gotta come off respawn. Somebody trade out some damage, please, and it's not the case.
Yeah, and it's almost a slippery slope. Like you start playing a different kind of way when you think you just need one, and you chase a kill that you wouldn't have normally chased, or you try to be a little bit too aggressive when you shouldn't have been, and we saw BBG do that and Pioneers capitalize and tie it up at 49, but again, honestly, they got kind of lucky that they were able to get that 50th kill.
Yeah, I mean, if KingJay doesn't close the distance between this player, it's all she wrote, and we're looking at a KCP going up 2-0. Boom. Yeah, you probably should have gotten that kill, and unfortunately, because you choose to back up, now numbers are just heavily in KCP's favor. And then we quickly switch to Taulek's point of view, and look at KingJay. He just literally is sprinting to capitalize on that melee. He gets the no shield too, and the kill comes through right at the end, so KCP could have even thought they won that.
Hopping into game number 3, Pioneers versus Built by Gamers. We're all tied up 1-1. And this is a big swing game, Clutch. We got a big game on our hands.
And taking a look at the records so far throughout this tournament, neither team figured out a way to win this one. And that's a good thing if you're Built by Gamers. You want to play KCP on potentially their weaker game types, and this may be one of them. KingJay starting off on the right foot, being aggressive, got great damage onto Druk, but he's actually going to leave Druk. Drop front the base, and we'll see if KingJay can make a play here, but unfortunately, he doesn't go for camo, and that's SoulSnipe's camo. And already, Pioneers with a hot start. We'll see what they're able to do with it.
Fantastic start for Pioneers. SoulSnipe with the camo picks up the kill on Boam. Flag already in front of him, and he will try to relay this one home. 30 seconds into game number 3, and Pioneers is all over your kill feed. Pioneers is on the scoreboard, and Pioneers takes the lead.
And look at Taulek, 4 kills in the first 30 seconds. Taulek says, no more, Mr. Nice Guy. I'm taking this one into my own hands. He's got 4. SoulSnipe running a second flag, doing it all. KCP on a roll now.
Textbook execution by Pioneers, not able to stay alive though. SoulSnipe gets taken down, but Taulek is right there. He has eyes on the flag, and let's see if Pioneers can keep this alive and capture the second flag.
I like this play by Taulek. He needs to relocate top pink. He can still watch the flag return from this location, and now that he's got some good damage onto a player, he needs to stay alive. Unfortunately, multiple members of BBG are going to shut him down. They do get the return, keeping this at a 1-0 game for now.
Yeah, good job by BBG, not allowing Pioneers to get that second gap. But as I say that, we have Druk's on new read, running another flag here through their utility and snuck it all the way back to his base. Looks like he's going to capture the second flag for Pioneers.
You want to talk about pace? Look at the pace the Pioneers are playing at. They got 2 caps on the board in the first 2 minutes. They had not played a single second on their back feet, and Built by Gamers are against the ropes.
Druk runs into Boam in his utility, chooses to back down. I like that decision. He has his teammate there to clean up the kill. Mines now in his utility. Boam goes down, but Druk is here to fight Mines, and Mines gets the better of that. Engagement, stays alive, and what you talked about in clutch, staying alive in the opponent's utility is so important in this map and game type.
Yeah, it's a big kill to get Mines out of the closet, even though he got the first kill. Being able to capitalize on that damage was big enough. 3 dead for Built by Gamers, and the second camo of the game going to the Pioneers once again. So if you want to transfer this over to game 1, camo control dictated the scoreline in game 1. Look at game 3, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0. Every camo being secured by Pioneers is benefiting them immensely.
Killing spree for Taulek, picks up a double kill. Camo still on, working with his team to try to get another flagpole, and he does just that, running it towards the fridge, running it towards his pink side, gonna take the bottom pink route, nice slide, and once again, we're seeing the efficiency out of your Kansas City Pioneers, looking to go up 3-0, playing it safe right here as Taulek waiting for the opponents to throw their grenades, making sure he doesn't take any damage, and I like the patience out of Pioneers.
Heads up play by Taulek to wait for his team. He knows players are in his base, and he's given the flag to his teammate. He's gonna get the kill on the Nemassist, and now potentially able to hop the return. 3 dead, 4 dead for Built by Gamers. The Pioneers are on a roll.
Taulek's patience was so impressive right there for me. He played that so perfectly and didn't even give BBG a chance to get a stop there. And that's what you want to see out of the best teams in the game. And Taulek with the perfect.
Unbelievable control of the map so far from Pioneers. They have not let off the gas at all. They're using the momentum they built in game 2 at the end. Even though they didn't win, that comeback, that was significant moments that they believed and gained confidence in. And now look, Druk running this 4th flag in. It's going to be 4-0, and we still have 8 minutes left in this game.
Wow. Wow. An absolute dominating performance, but KingJay and Mines get a couple kills. You have KingJay on the return, able to get the return, so wow. Big. That was very big for BBG. If you're down 4-0, it would be extraordinarily hard to try to come back and win, but 3-0 is still a large deficit, but wow, big play out of KingJay.
They go down 4-0, you might as well end the game, in my opinion. They keep it at a 3-0 game. Unfortunately, no counter cap opportunity for Built by Gamers, so the game stays at 3-0 for now. But control of the closet is what Built by Gamers are trying to focus on. They take down Taulek, but Manny here cycling these dynamo grenades so perfectly as KCP as he gets a player to no shield, bottom middle, can't quite finish the kill, but a little bit of teamwork goes a long way for the Built by Gamers. As they pick up a couple kills, we'll see what they're able to do with it now.
And Mines slipping and sliding, weaseling his way out of those scenarios. KingJay with some good shots on Druk. So a couple of good series of events for BBG, and this is what they're gonna need to do more of if they want to come back in this game.
You got to figure out a way to get some flags on the move. I know it's just 7 minutes on the clock, but those 7 minutes will start to dwindle down quickly if this scoreline stays at 3-0 for much longer.
On board with Manny, gets a free kill there on Mine. A couple players fall on each side. Manny goes down to Boam. Good shots out of Boam right there. 2 members fall for BBG. Druk trying to keep the pressure on, pushing towards Nemassist and takes him down.
14 for SoulSnipe, 15 for Taulek. Showing out here in game 3 are the duo up top, and really all of the Pioneers just having so much success. This next camo coming up in 16 seconds. I want to say Built by Gamers need to prioritize these power-ups if they want an opportunity to give themselves some advantage here going into the 6-minute mark.
Yeah, perhaps the power-up will help even out the scoreboard right now, as the kills heavily in the favor of Pioneers, and a lot of that courtesy of Taulek and SoulSnipe with 16 and 15 kills each, and now you're on board with SoulSnipe with that heat wave, putting down some shots on top middle, and just not taking any damage. Is in a great position to get information for his team and do damage.
I actually love this play by SoulSnipe. When you're up 3 flags with 5 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock, slay out. Don't feel desperate to grab the flag, and that's a big kill that could potentially get this flag on the move. 2 go down, 3 go down for Built by Gamers, and that's his key to make this flag start on the move. He's got it across halfway, and he's not even touched this entire run.
What a play out of SoulSnipe. Once again, the patience out of this Pioneer squad is something to admire. We think of them as just a run and gun aggressive team, but these guys are actually some of the smartest players in the game. They know when to push, they know when to play defense, and they know when to be patient.
Although they're aggressive, there is a method to the madness that they play with, and when they set the pace, you're seeing the damage that they can do. 4-0 here on Aquarius CTF, and this is a phenomenal statement game in this series.
Some people call Game 3 the swing game clutch, and right now it's swinging totally in the favor of Pioneers. KingJay in mind with some big kills. Manny now drops bottom middle. Some shots on KingJay. That heat wave takes him down to no shields, and he gets taken down. So again, 4-0 lead for Pioneers, and we see BBG get some good kills. We see them have some good, moments of teamwork. But to your point, Clutch, they're not able to get the flagpole. And wow, Pioneers all on your screen right now as 3 members dropped for BBG.
Yeah, the issue is every time it's like built by gamers make a play, it's on the defensive end. They have no chance of capping a flag. We haven't seen the flag move across halfway up until this point for the gamers. And unfortunately, down 4-0, you got to move quickly. 4 minutes left. That's a cap per minute to even get into overtime. And I'm sorry, Basil, but I haven't seen something like that in Halo Infinite yet.
Neither have I, Clutch. Neither have I. Druk on your screen, putting shots down on that first flag that we've seen come across the halfway point for BBG. But this could be actually a curse disguised as a blessing, as this could give an opportunity for Pioneers to do a counter cap, and that's exactly what we're seeing as Druk throws the flag out, and once again we're seeing him hop back into the opponent's base and shoot some bodies. Mines goes down. Druk is in his bag right now, but that flag is already all the way back to BBG's base. Maybe they can put one on the board.
It's not a rivalry without a little body disrespect in Halo, and Druk showing you that there's still some passion behind this series on his end. Even though they come in as the favorite, they still want this win as bad as any.
2 members fall for Pioneers. That flag has not been capped. There we go. By BBG, and there you have it. So 1 cap on the board for BBG. Druk is right there to make them pay, and now he's gonna try to pull the 5th and final flag cap. Druk already all the way over to front of his base. This could be the end of Game 3 right before our eyes. Druk made it all the way back to his base, and this looks like it's gonna be all over, Clutch.
Absolutely, Druk fumbling the flag for just a moment, but that's not gonna matter as kills continuing to go in Pioneer's favor. There it is, 5-1. A dominant performance from Kansas City Pioneers on Aquarius CTF to take the lead here in the series 2-1.
And the crowd is hyped up. They know they're just 1 win away from advancing in this series. And wow, what a performance right there. That is a statement game if I've ever seen one, Clutch. It almost separated them in class right there. Like, that was a masterful performance out of Pioneers.
A master class of Aquarius CTF is what that was. The entire team was rolling. The objective was done so efficiently. Not often do we see 5 flags being capped on Aquarius CTF, but it got done. The sentence got finished, and KCP's not done yet because, like I said, they learned their lesson from the Sentinel series. Yesterday, they were up 1-0. They let 3 games fall between their hands, and I don't expect that to be the case here and now because they look to be on fire right now.
Yeah, taking a look at some highlights from that Game 3, and really the difference maker, aside from just the aggression and pace that Pioneers was playing out, was the camouflage control, right? And the heat wave control, and the rotations, and the timing. Like, Pioneers really played this game like textbook. Honestly, they played this so well. You see killing sprees on the board for Taulek. You see the dynamo grenades doing everything. Everything was going right for Pioneers, and like we talked about, BBG able to have some spurts of teamwork and some good kills go their way. But to your point, Clutch, it was always on their back foot. They were not able to really just be the aggressor this game.
To me, the biggest moments were these dynamo grenades just consistently being watched, rinsed, and repeated. Used time after time to gain an advantage in the closets and whatever individual fights the Pioneers were having. Those dynamo grenades were so impactful, did so much damage, were worth their money in gold. And because KCP focused on prioritizing those, they won that game. But here we go, we got Game 4. It's Aquarius Oddball. We got the S7 Snipe on the map, and I couldn't be more excited to get that on our screen as fast as we can because these players are gonna put that to use quick.
Couple kills on each side. 4 dead, actually, for Pioneers. Good start for Boamm and the boys on BBG, getting this ball over towards the tower. And let's see how long they can hold this setup.
We'll see. This is a big moment for BBG. We talked about how their strong starts have put them in such a good position throughout the early games in this series. Game 3 was not a strong start at all, and it was ugly the entire time. So, much different story here in round 1 of Oddball. Game 4, Nemassist starting to pick up. Great teamwork there by BoammX, trading kills out while you're racking up some ball time. This is all good news for the boys in blue.
The ball gets tossed to Nemassist, even though he has a sniper rifle. Interesting play here, but the rotation is impressive right there. And unfortunate team nade takes him down to 1 shot. The ball is down pillars. Nemassist is 1 shot with the sniper rifle, able to gain his shields back. Misses the no-scope, hits the melee, and goes down with the sniper. So, bit of a misplay there by Nemassist, and Taulek now is rewarded with that sniper.
This is a big moment for Built by Gamers. First time on main stage, first time in a big series. I want to go to an Astro listen in and see what the comms are like and see how they're able to weather this storm.
C-box, C-box, C-box. Bottom mid going double door, bottom mid going E-wave, bottom mid going E-wave.
Flying a ball, guys.
Work out.
One shot dummies, dead.
I mean, nice.
I'm living for a sec.
Where are they spawning? Where are they at?
Get
Probably
to the...
A, no?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're...
Yeah, there's two dummies.
I have to live. They're chasing me bottom fast. Key door.
One more dummy's going on camo right now.
They're big door.
On camo.
I could kill mine.
Literally on camo. Literally waiting for it.
They're weak.
On camo, guys.
He waves down, Max. They're gonna have it. They have He-Wave going screens right now.
Who's playing big door? I'm playing big door.
Ball taken.
We had 9 now.
Oh, behind me. Nest.
I hear you, let's call
It's
out.
like pillars or something.
Let's go on. Camel's an A.
Where?
Oh no, I'm here. I'm right here.
Camel's to your right, left. Camel's 1 shot.
Next, come on,
Okay, he's weak. Ball is weak.
Drugs already up.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Small door.
Some shot screens.
On heat wave, key door.
Help Camo.
I'm here. I shot the
I
jump.
killed one.
I'm coming. I'm overlook right now.
SoulSnipe.
Living.
I have He-Wave.
I'll take it.
Hiding over.
They're on cuts, I think.
I spawned green.
Mine's just watch me. Mine's top mid. Or bottom mid. Mine.
Rotate.
Go me. Rotate. Push me.
See your head.
BBG with the lead, 34-24. It's been quite a bit of a back and forth game so far. Neither team able to establish too much control. SoulSnipe takes down KingJay and holds on to the ball as the game is all tied up now, 34 apiece.
A little bit of a blunder there by BBG. They wanted to play that ball, get it off the map, and reset it to bottom middle. But a great job by SoulSnipe to catch that ball before it, and not only that, but find the kill. And now look at this. The Pioneers have taken the lead by 10. They're continuing to score, and they're going to be able to play this one if they choose to as well.
Sniper rifle in the hands of Manny. Just scoping out, trying to stay alive and keep his shields. Nice teamwork there, taking down Boam on the killing spree now for Manny. Nice body shot on the KingJay. He goes down, but KingJay gets the kill on Manny. That sniper rifle gets transferred over to Taulek with a nice no-scope cleanup.
Taulek can do so much work with the snipe, but he chooses to pick up the ball, be a team player, and just like that, the lead continuing to build for Pioneers. They want to end this series here and now. They have no interest in going to a game 5, and round 1 significantly starting to look like it's going to belong to the Pioneers.
Still a ways to go, even in this round 1. Mines 10 kills on the board for BBG, leading the entire lobby right now in kills. Good job milking your life there, Druk. Nemassist and KingJay get a couple kills on the board. 3 members fall for BBG, a couple down for Pioneers, but ultimately control favors Pioneers.
And look at Druk's play there. I want everybody to pay attention to that. Druk didn't do any damage. He just stayed alive. He had so much attention on him that his teammates picked up the kills as he lost his life. Small things like that will never show up in the stat category, but that was the most impactful play he could have made given the situation.
Taulek with the reversal killing spree. Great job out of Taulek using the sandbox. I love that about Halo Infinite. There's so many opportunities to outplay your opponent with a good mix of teamwork in there. Of course, we all love the teamwork aspect of Halo. It's what made me fall in love with the franchise. And now we see Mines take down Taulek. Manny gets a kill as well. A couple members for both sides go down.
Basically, you used to bait your teammates all the time while you
I was the ultimate team player.
No. You flanked all the time. I was the guy top middle as you, man.
KingJay with the double kill. And now BBG takes some control as a couple members for Pioneers go down, and this is a really big swing moment in the game as 75 already on the scoreboard for Pioneers. and this could be an opportunity for BBG to really close the gap.
30 points is doable for Built by Gamers, but they need to hold a consistent setup, and they need slays that they're not getting because Pioneers are continuing to push. They're continuing to break the setup 3 dead for Built by Gamers, and Pioneers erase any kind of storyline that we would have just created about a Built by Gamers comeback with those kills, and now they look to close round 1 of game 4.
SoulSnipe on your screen with the heat wave, only 11 seconds to win in this round for Pioneers. Druk gets a kill, Mines gets one as well, but the SoulSnipe heat wave is too strong. KingJay able to clean him up. Now Druk versus KingJay. Neither one able to get the kill, but Nemassist is right there to get that kill, and Manny with the camo.
You got ball outside, you're able to rotate it if you're Built by Gamers, but once again, camo in the hands of Pioneers. I can't stress it enough throughout this series. It's been the story of the series so far. The control of camo is too strong. Manny picks this one up, and that's going to do it for round 1. 98, 99, 100. And the Pioneers are 1 round of Oddball away from taking this series 3-1.
Facing elimination.
Great job closing that game out by Pioneers as we're hopping into round number 2 now. Taulek throwing grenades top middle towards the sniper rifle. Eats a grenade though. Good job by Built by Gamers practicing those nerd nades.
Yeah, great grenade to push Taulek out of the situation for now. Once again, a strong start for Built by Gamers, it seems, but the ball is in the hands of the Pioneers, so a little bit of a blunder of the location of Built by Gamers for now. They lose 2 members on both sides, but the ball is completely across the map from Taulek. But look at this, the prioritization on camo from Pioneers is so evident in this series, and because of it, we'll see how long Built by Gamers setup lasts.
Sniper and camo in the hands of SoulSnipe. Gets 1, gets 2, looking for the triple. But Taulek says, don't worry, SoulSnipe. I'll take care of that one.
No more setup for Built by Gamers. That was an easy break from Pioneers, and that's something that we've seen consistently so far here in Game 4. Built by Gamers have been in solid positions, but can't hold the setup. The Pioneers' pushes are too strong.
Ooh, barely misses that headshot top middle, but 1 member falls. Anytime a member falls in an objective game types, it just puts so much pressure on your teammates to try to mitigate that death and make a push down a player. SoulSnipe staying alive with the sniper, slipping and sliding, and manages to stay alive.
Ball in the hands of Pioneers, Snipe in the hands of SoulSnipe. It's in his name, for God's sake. Surely he can dominate with this weapon. Surely he was meant for the S7. Can he find members of Built by Gamers is the big question. They're all going to be pushing brute side of the map, it appears. SoulSnipe, he finds that information out. Hits a nice body shot on the Mines. And we'll see what else he's able to do with it now.
Ball carrier kill.
Ball gets played. SoulSnipe still alive with the sniper rifle, has 3 bullets to work with. Trying to get eyes on the ball bottom middle, but Mind is behind him with the flank and gets that 1-shot sniper rifle. Let's see what he can do with it. Nice double kill, putting that last bullet to work. Minds with the impressive double right there. 3 members fall for Pioneers, and camo finally clutch in the hands of BoammX, Built by Gamers, and they also got a heat wave.
They know camo exists at this point in time. Let's see what they're able to do with it. That's still not bad though. A trade isn't the worst thing in the world. You don't want to trade with camo heat wave, but it's a good kill. Unfortunately, 3 members are still continuing to go down for Built by Gamers, and the setup once again broken. So it's redundancy, Basil. It is Built by Gamers can get a setup, but they cannot hold a setup. Pioneers are so clean at breaking these setups immediately.
2 members go down from Built by Gamers. Ball in the hands of Pioneers. It just seems like, to your point, Clutch, Pioneers keeps on executing at a high level. They keep on getting the important kills, and Taulek is working so well with this heat wave, looking for the double. Boom shuts that down. This game is still anyone's round right now. Only 20 seconds separating both teams. As SoulSnipe picks up that heat wave.
This is where the series could end, right here and now. 50-21, a full setup from Pioneers, and this is the difference between these 2 teams so far throughout this series. Pioneers, how long will they hold it? Taulek picks up a double, Druk gets one of his own, and now the clock and the time starting to add up.
4 members fall for Built by Gamers, allowing Pioneers to get plenty of real estate on the map, but unfortunately for SoulSnipe to spawn behind him, and he wasn't aware, he goes down.
He almost gets that kill still, and unfortunate for SoulSnipe, but Massive for Built by Gamers. The first 2 kills are big, but look at this. Pioneers have perfectly been in a position to play the ball when they lose their setup. Yes, they go down, but Built by Gamers is going to have a tough time capitalizing on these kills because of that play ball.
2 members fall for Pioneers. Let's see if Built by Gamers can get down bottom middle, get that ball as this power-up is about to spawn. This could be a change in tide for Built by Gamers if they're able to get it and hopefully get that ball out of bottom middle for a setup.
They need this camo. They need to do work when they get this camo secured. Boom, you got a lot of responsibility on your shoulders right now. You lost 2 teammates, and you have to keep your team in this series, and unfortunately, Nemassist just heat waved you to no shield. You got to check house.
Mines gets that kill on SoulSnipe. Camo still in the hands of Boam. Spots the player garage going top middle. That's Druk as he goes down. Taulek trying to take out Boam with that camo. Boam dodging grenades. Spots Taulek. Does get the assist. So 2 members fall for Pioneers. Good execution by Built by Gamers. And this lead is slowly but surely the gap is getting closed. And Built by Gamers are really going to need to continue this style of play for the rest of the round.
Yeah, Pioneers have such a significant lead here. Built by Gamers need to play perfect to get this comeback to push to a round 3 here in game 4. And unfortunately, the setup is starting to break. 2 members go down, and Pioneers' aggression does not stop now.
Make that 3 clutch. 3 members fall for Built by Gamers, and this could be the final moments of the series as one more round win, and the Pioneers will advance 76-39 and control currently in the hands of Pioneers. As Mines, though, on your screen gets 1, looking for the double. 3 members fall right there, 2 on each side.
Still 2 members to deal with here in-house. It's a push for Built by Gamers, and unfortunately, Druk, he finds 2 body disrespect, and Druk starting to realize that this series is very close to being over.
Druk bottom middle trying to get some scrappy time. He knows there's only 15 seconds left to go, and this one will be all over. 10 seconds left to go, and he's just getting time. Bottom middle, look at this setup right here by Pioneers. Just have one side on each side of bottom middle while Druk is in the middle. Look at them close things out. And KCP, the Pioneers, will win the series 3-1. What a performance out of Pioneers after a shaky start to the series. They dominate game 3, they dominate game 4, and now they are looking to advance in this tournament and hopefully bring home a chip for their hometown, Kansas City.
It wasn't the prettiest win, but you can't expect that when you're playing a rival like Built by Gamers. You know how intense this series was for everyone involved. But KCP, they get the job done. They clutch up in games where it matters, and they hit their stride by the end of it. And for them to find their stride going into bracket play is massive because these guys still have a lot of Halo left to be played.
Fantastic job closing out those last 2 games by Pioneers. And that is more indicative, I think, of what this Pioneers team is all about. We expect them to make quick work of a Built by Gamers team, but not to disrespect them because they definitely earned their way into pool play. They earned their way out of that open bracket, and they're showing the whole world that they're the real deal. But a team like Pioneers, we put them in the top, right? We put them, whenever Pioneers takes on a Sentinels or even a Cloud9 or an Optic, we give them a fair shot. We say this could go 5 games. We say Pioneers could win this. So they are one of the best teams here at the tournament, and they just showed you what they're all about closing out that series.
It's the consistency that tends to bite this team, right? Will they be able to find that level of consistency? We talk about how it was Built by Gamers' first series ever on main stage. Well, guess what? KCP, they've had 1 tournament on LAN before this, and this is their 2nd, so they're still getting the jitters out. They're still finding their rhythm. They found some rhythm there in game 4, especially in game 3, and if they can play with that rhythm, Faisal, I'm going to give them more than just a shot against some of the best teams in the world here at this tournament.
Looking at the series layout one more time, that 50-49 game 2 was so close, but again, Built by Gamers able to close that one out, and ultimately after that Aquarius flag 5-1, we saw the dominance start to come into play for Pioneers, and they continue that into live fire Oddball with that 2-0.
This series could have been completely different if Built by Gamers had held on to the lead in game 1, had closed game 2 out the way that they should have.